Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, man, it's your boy Kev, man, and
Tanya.
yo, man, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. It's 2025. Today is January 1, man. So, hey, man, we want to just kind of create a special episode for the first of the year, since we were invited to an event last night where we were able to do a little pop-up podcast, man, where we was able to interview a few people and get their story about love and marriage and all that good stuff. So
And singleness.
For sure. So anyway, so hopefully this is a unusual type podcast, man, but still, I'm telling you, they were dropping gems, and we felt it was worthy to just kind of make it a full episode. My wife wanted to say, man, we need to make this a full episode. So here we are, man. We're creating this episode for you guys and tap in, and let's get into it, man. So our first guest that we pulled out of the party, man, is Bronwyn Lucas. She's a single lady, man. So we're going to let you guys hear her story, and we're going to come back and recap after each one, after you guys hear their story. So Bronwyn Lucas, here she comes. Hey, fam, what's going on, man? It's your boy Kevin and
Tanya.
Yeah, man. So we're here, man, with another episode of Couples Connect, but we're live today, man. It's actually December 31st. So we're about to go into a new year.
Yes, we're so ready.
You're ready for it?
Yes.
So check it out. So we're at a gathering today, man. We're in Arlington, Texas, and we're at Therapy Central, and we're just talking to random people, man, just kind of pulling them out the party and just kind of getting to know their story a little bit. So who do we have the pleasure of talking with today on Couples Connect? What's your name?
So I'm Bronwyn Lucas. Miss B for short. I'm one of the therapists here at Therapy Central, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. So we know that this is a couples podcast. So are you married? You're not married? What's your situation?
So I am single. So why am I on a couples podcast? Because single people too.
There you go.
Yes.
Absolutely, man. So tell me this. So you've never been married. Have you ever aspired to be married? Or were you close to being married? What does that look like for you?
Aspired. Kind of started close a couple of times. It just didn't work. So
just didn't work. Yeah.
It just happened that way.
I got you. So are we still looking for love? Or are we still in that space where we want to be married maybe at some point?
Yeah.
Or
still embracing this thought. Never too late to find love. So
it's never too late.
Yes. Still looking for it.
I love
How is it being single? I hear so many things about women and dating in this world today.
It's funny. And I, as a therapist, I work with people of all, ages. And one of the quotes I heard was, the dating pool is soaked with urine. Another one, the dating pool is only for drowning. So there's a lot of negativity out there. So I know I really try to work with changing the perspective. But, people who've been hurt, that's the lens they see dating through. So, yeah.
How do you feel about the dating apps? Because I know that I'm old school. We're old school when it comes to, I guess, dating. We've been out of the game for almost 25.
Okay, so dating apps weren't a thing then. And, like now.
Yeah.
Right.
So what do you feel about that? Because some of the women that I talk to, who are my clients, and I ask them about the dating app, and they are totally against it. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's what works for you. And I know so many people who've had so many negative experiences with the apps that I get it. And so many cons on the apps. But I've seen I know some people that are married for 20, 30 years. And then, when apps first started coming out, or 10 years ago. So, you just have to figure out how you put yourself out there. Since COVID, it's even harder to meet people because people get out less, and it just kind of changed society. So I don't know. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but it takes time. So here's the thing. If you get on a dating app, you have to go back and check it. And then you have to go back and reply.
Yeah.
I heard you have to swipe and up, down, left, right.
Yeah, all that stuff. But then you also have to, so if you connect with someone, you have to go back and see, do they like you? Do you like them? Just to check before you can talk to somebody. It's like a lot of work.
But also on the apps, isn't there this catfish thing too, right?
Right.
So you're kind of thinking you're seeing someone, but
it could be someone else.
It could be totally someone else, right? So
that's So you don't know who you're talking to for real. So I just don't know about all that.
So what kind of therapist are you?
I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I work with people with anxiety, depression, and grief are the biggest things I deal with, and women's issues.
So what would you tell your clients who may be dating? Would you advise to date an app, or would you tell them just be out, look great, and let them come to you?
Both.
Okay.
Both. It depends on their situation. You know, some are not going to do the apps, and I get it. So it's really what fits their lifestyle. So we kind of talk it through what works for you.
Yeah. I
Do
love
you
it.
believe in love?
Yes.
Awesome.
I love it, man. Are we booed up right now? Are we?
No.
not
So I'm ready to be booed up.
Hey.
Always looking for love.
Always looking for love, man. Love is a beautiful thing, man.
Yep.
So
The new me for 2025. I went and cut all my hair off today, and
Yes.
I tried to dye it purple, but it didn't come out. But yeah, just a whole new, and not so much to do. It's just time to refresh and renew and hey.
there you
There
go.
we go.
I get it, man. I get it. So tell me, tell one thing that you would tell a couple, how to go into this new year. Like you cut your hair, you refreshing yourself, you're reviving, you're ready to just be all new in 2025. What would you tell a couple out there, man? How to live their life in 2025?
Or single.
Or single.
For a couple, I'd say remember where you started.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that love start? Love is fleeting, but a relationship isn't. Doesn't have to be. That loving, lovey-dovey moment, that's going to go. You're going to argue. It'll come and go. But remember what you started with. Go back to what made you want to be a couple. In those bleak times, which they will come, but go back to that first love. Don't let it go.
I like
Let
it.
it go.
I like it. And I like what Tanya said. How about for singles?
Love yourself. I say that this is one math where 1 and 1 equals 1. And by that I mean one whole person and another whole person equals one good couple.
I like it.
Don't try to be completed by the other person. You need to be complete within yourself.
I love it.
So 1 and 1 equals 1.
That, you know what? That's good for going into 2025.
It is.
That's how you go into 2025, man. I love it, man.
Be that whole person.
For sure. For
Be that whole
sure.
person.
Do me a favor, man.
Wholeness.
Tell the people your name again. Tell them if they wanted to connect with you, being that you're a therapist, right? And they have some of the issues that you kind of work with. Let them know how can they contact you, how can they reach you. Let them know what's up.
I am Bronwyn Lucas, and my website's pretty easy, ablecc.org. So there's a connect page, and you can just go to ablecc.org and check me out. Got a lot of things coming. I'll put in a quick plug. I'm doing a vision book party January 11th. Don't know what a vision book party is? Go to ablecc.org, and there will be later today, right. There will be a link. I got to make sure the link is there to find out how to sign up. Not a vision board, but a vision book. Your life is more than a board.
Oh.
I love it. I love it. Man, give it up for our girl, man. I know, right? Hey, man. Well, thank you so much, man, for being on this segment of Couples Connect, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, man, so check it out. You want to get with my girl? She gave you all the information. Reach out, connect. Come see what's going on, man, over here at Therapy Central. This is Kevin and my girl,
Tanya.
And we out. Peace. Hey, guys, man. So, man, once again, we want to thank Bronwyn Lucas for being on the podcast, man. And she's a single woman, right? So it's a little bit different for couples podcast. But, man, it's all still about love, right? It's all about people who either in love, found love, looking for love. This is what Couples Connect podcast is all about, man. So what do you thought about that? What are your thoughts on what Bronwyn had to say?
I really love the fact that she is not giving up on love.
Mm-hmm.
She cut her hair off. And when a woman cut her hair, she's a dangerous woman. But she cut her hair off because she wants something new and different in 2025. And I love, again, she has not given up on love. She still believes in love. And she is still looking for love.
For sure. Yeah, man, I love her spirit. I love her energy, towards love. And even though she's single, she's still very hopeful, of finding love. So it was just good to talk to her, man, and really just kind of see her story, and also how it is in those, a little bit about how it is in those single streets. Them streets,
Streets.
singleness, man, is crazy, man. So, but she's considering also maybe getting into, little app, dating app, which you got to be careful with that as well. So, but we know it could, has worked for many couples. So, but anyway, so yeah, man. So we was really great to talk to Bronwyn Lucas. So we're hoping her the absolute best, that she finds love in 2025, man. And I think she has the right mindset, within herself, to be, real whole and complete, to be an amazing woman for whatever man she finds. So thank you, Bronwyn. We really appreciate it, man.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. So, man, let's tap into another couple, man. We got a few of them, not many guys. We about 3 or 4 of them that we tap into, and we want to share with you guys. So check it out, man. Let's go into the next couple, man. Let's go. Let's go to Justin and April.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Let's go to them.
Check it out, man. Here's what Justin and April had to say on Couples Connect. Hey, man. What's up, baby? Hey, we still at the party, man. This is Couples Connect podcast. Again, y'all know who I am, man. This is Kev. This is my girl.
And you know who I am, Tanya.
There we go, man. So check it out. We got another couple, man. We snatched these guys from the party. And they was all excited, ready to come and talk to us, man, and be a part of Couples Connect. So real quick, introduce yourselves to the people, man. Your name, her name, what y'all got?
Justin Duke. That's all I got.
Justin Duke, nice to meet you, sir.
I'm April Barnes.
April Barnes. So we got Justin and April, man. So again, I know we kind of talked about it just now, but to let the people know, you guys married?
We're engaged.
We're engaged, right? So,
October 19th.
Oh, there we go. So we got a date?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're working on it, though. We're working on it.
All right. We're a good deal,
We're working
man.
out the kinks, all that extra, everything, before you get married, I feel like everything needs to be, communicated, understood, and you got to really figure each other out before you take that step into lifelong commitment, especially on
I love it.
For
I
sure.
love it.
Man, that's good stuff already. Man, I love it. I love it. So tell me this, April, what made you what made you say yes to this guy when he popped the questions? First of all, how did he pop the question? How did that go?
That's a funny story.
That's a story right there.
Oh, there we go.
So there's a church called Mountain Creek Community Church on River Mountain in Dallas. If you haven't been, you need to go.
Yes.
Fire on the Mountain.
Yes.
If you don't know, you need to go.
Yes.
So I didn't know that's what he had planned.
Right.
So we went, and I just felt the presence of God so strong.
They were having a service.
Wow.
I said, we're going in here.
I'm like,
It was
let's
outside
go
the
watch the
building.
sunset, and I was going to do my thing. And they're like, oh, no, they're having a service in there. Let's go check it out. Like, oh, okay.
So we went to the service, and then they have a baptismal booth right there. And he hadn't been baptized yet. And that was something between me and God. Like, he has to be baptized before that next step.
She didn't tell me that.
And a guy named Renee was waiting for him. So he got baptized, and then he proposed.
Soaking wet.
Wow.
Still soaking wet. It was about 65 degrees. Maybe colder. It was freezing cold. I was the only one that got baptized. It's kind of like was waiting for me there. Like it was an awesome service too. It's kind of what inspired me. Like, oh, this is a cool church. I was waiting for our main church to kind of. I talked to the pastor. And he was like, "Okay, we're gonna get everybody baptized at once." And they just caught me in the middle of that. I'm like, "Let's do it." And I got the ring in my pocket. She's holding my jacket with the ring in my jacket. She didn't even know.
Wow, that's crazy.
So y'all both were met with a surprise. Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wow, man, that's pretty cool, man. So I love the fact that you guys already have God in a relationship with your
Centered. For sure.
Man,
No way it can work, I believe. Especially in today's world. You gotta be centered on Christ. I mean, I've been told time and time again. And every time it seems we don't have Christ at the center of our relationship, everything just goes to crap, man.
Yeah.
It's falling apart. And we have problems and we have fallen out. We always come back together. And that's love, man. That's how you know that's God. It's love. God is love. So anytime, if you have nothing else, if you still got that love, that's God, man. That's how you know He's in it.
I love it.
There's
man.
more to it than that, of course, but that's one good way to look at things, you know.
That's beautiful, man. Man, that's good stuff, baby. That's good stuff, man. And first, man, I want to apologize, man. we had a party, man. So if y'all hear the music, the DJ, the DJ is right next. The DJ is right next to the spot where we at, man. So I apologize if you guys are hearing that, but it's all good, man. Hopefully you get these this nuggets, man, for these guys, man, real quick. So tell me this: will the marriage? So we don't have a date yet, but will it happen in 2025 for sure? Sometime in 2025.
Absolutely.
Lord willing.
Yeah.
God willing. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good deal. So are you guys based in Dallas? Where y'all based at?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay. Good deal. So marriage. When you think about marriage, how do you think a marriage should be? Like, what's y'all plan going into 2025 to make sure that your marriage is 100% God-proof, recession-proof, with all that stuff? How are you guys approaching 2025 as engaged and looking to actually move into marriage?
Seek the kingdom first.
Everything else will be added to.
And his righteousness. Period.
Everything else will be added to.
There's no other way.
To be operating in a way that God created us. God created man. God created woman. We both have our jobs. We both have our purposes. And we have to be operating in that. That's the dynamic that we have.
When you're not aligned, then it's going against God's will. And it's
Keep going, girl.
Yeah. Because if you're stressed out, angry, hurt all the time, you can't do what you're supposed to do. It's a distraction. And if you either get out the way or get aligned.
Wow.
And that's my view.
Yeah. Were you heavy in church before y'all met?
Yes.
Y'all both was already.
I wasn't so much.
Really?
But I was on my way into that. And she's been kind of helping me. How do I word that? She's been helping me kind of strengthen my relationship with God. And that's how you know that you're with the person you need to be.
Yeah.
Not if they're taking you away from it, but they're adding to it.
Yeah.
And they can't do that for you, but if they're ushering you into that and kind of helping you open the door to that, so you know it's real. It's a real deal.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. So April, so you knew he wasn't so much into God the way that maybe you would have liked. So did you intentionally try to bring him in, or it just kind of happened?
It just happened.
It's just, I never push people. I just say, hang out with me and you'll see evidence of God if you don't believe.
Wow. What does the evidence look like for you? I mean, if I'm hanging out with April, just kicking and hanging out, how will I see God through April?
You'll just see him in my life.
Yeah.
He's woven in the fabric of my life. It'll be divine favor or just a blessing or encounters. You'll encounter people.
Yeah. I love it.
And it'll just be confirmations. Just walking, everyday living.
Crazy stuff.
I like
And
it.
you seem like a young couple to have that mindset and that idea of, what marriage is supposed to look like and who you're supposed to have in your marriage. So that's good.
I've seen what marriage shouldn't look like. I don't want that for my life. I would rather not be married. Because ultimately, I'm married to God. Jesus is my husband. So, and I have a daughter. He has a son.
Okay.
So
the blended situation going on.
It's a blended.
I like it. Good deal.
Yeah.
So you guys having premarital counseling?
Not yet.
Right yet?
Not yet, but we got some stuff lined up.
That needs to be done.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Good.
So
You're on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
for real, y'all really are, man. I love it. So this is one of my last questions. 3 years from now, what can we expect from what are you looking for in your marriage 3 years from now? Because obviously 2025 is going to be the year you're going to say, I do. So 2 more years down the line, what do you want for your marriage?
It's a big question. It's a bright future for sure. I mean, we'll be settling into our home for sure. I believe we'll be having another child together, working in our businesses individually and together.
Yeah.
We have some plans together and we have our own individual stuff, and we want to both be adding to each other and also working together.
Before this even became a thing, we did ministry together with a moving company.
Yeah.
So the man of God that's been mentoring him, he said that we have a ministry
couple.
Yeah. So
not sure what it looks like yet, but
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
he does construction.
Construction.
And I like to paint. I like to work with my hands. I'm a hairdresser. So we work together. Whatever, if he wants to, we painted the steps at the church and he refurbished them. So whatever needs to be done, I like doing stuff like that.
Yeah. That's kind of cool because y'all kind of both in the same industry where y'all can really
Almost,
do
right?
something together.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
She do her
That's the
part,
goal.
you do your part.
That's the goal. Is we work together. We make our money together. All make a living together. We don't get up, and go separate ways, but we go to the same exact thing.
I love
If
it.
that makes sense.
No,
Kind of what y'all are doing.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know.
yeah. I love it,
Y'all are
man.
married.
We are.
Okay.
It'll be 24 years we've been married.
Wow.
It'll be 25.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So this is just a simple question.
Yeah.
In the 24 years of being married, what would y'all say was the most challenging challenge that y'all faced and overcame, obviously?
The most challenging thing we've faced and overcame, I think it's probably two things. And to be transparent on and that's a great question. One is finances with a major strain in our relationship, and the other was infidelity. Those are the two main things that we dealt with that we've had to face and overcome. So, and we're still here today by the grace of God. So,
Amen.
yeah. So I know when you talk about, usually infidelity, that's just one of the things that's like, that's 100% no, and you can't get past it. You can get past certain things if you really want to, right? So, and it was years and years ago, but still, it was one of definitely the hardest times for sure. So, great question, man.
Thank you.
Nobody asks us questions.
Just curious.
that was really
We're stepping into that pretty soon. I just want to have proper preparation for that, just to know everything we need to know.
Yeah.
And I can tell you this: love is not enough.
It's not.
No, love don't pay the bills.
God, no. But if you have God in the way that you guys have God right now, you'll get through anything.
Absolutely. And we accredited everything that we went through. We would not be here today if it was not for God, for sure, to overcome those things, especially the infidelity.
Yeah.
God had to be a part of it. And so, yeah. But, man, God can do anything, man. He can do all things,
Absolutely.
Right?
If it's His will, it's going to get done.
For sure. And it's crazy because now I'm starting to think about it. That was before we even doing this, and now here we are, right? Now we, this is kind of like our ministry, helping other couples.
It's awesome.
Right? And being able to talk about infidelity in a way that most people probably wouldn't talk about it. Or if you hear most people talk about infidelity, that's what destroyed their marriage.
Yeah.
And we're here to say that that wasn't the case for us. It didn't destroy us. It didn't break us. And we're still here. We're still in it.
Amen.
And we're stronger than ever, right? So
They tried to break us and destroy us.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not going to act like it was easy getting through that. It was
Right.
tough. But, we're here.
With God, all things are possible. For sure. So great question, man.
Thank
Great
you.
question.
Thank
So,
you for that.
April, do you have a question that you would like to ask?
We've kind of went through something similar, like the first year of being together, and then on top of that, we lost a child
Oh, wow.
through that, and I was really bitter and angry, like rage, anger. I couldn't let it go, but we separated for like a week and a half, and I went to church, Fire on the Mountain, and I got deliverance.
Wow.
And it's gone. It was the devil. If he can get in where he fits in, even through your trauma, he's gonna get in there.
For sure.
It was a spiritual attack on my soul, and the enemy can use the closest people to you if they're not guarded up.
Absolutely.
So that's why I say, it has to be that way. I don't want it any other way.
For sure.
Because I've already dealt with what the other way looks like, and it's full of grief and spiritual attacks on your soul, on a soul level. And you can't be productive in what God's called you to do. And that creates a whole nother layer of things that you don't want. You don't want to be going against God
For sure.
with what He's called people to do.
Yeah. Wow, that's good, man. So you guys have already experienced some challenges, in your situation, and y'all still here confessing, that God is still good and all that stuff. So
So
Man, again, put God first, and everything will work out, man.
Yeah.
You just got to fight for it. So, man, thank you guys so much, man.
Absolutely.
Sonya, you got any last question, baby?
No, this was really good. I appreciate you guys being so vulnerable and honest with us.
Right?
It's our calling, I guess. I mean, it's a testimony.
Yes.
It's a testimony. If I didn't say nothing else.
only God could have got me through that.
This-
Because April is you're done. Like I usually don't revisit. Yeah. But when I got deliverance, that's when I was like, oh, all right, well that's gone. I'm
Because
I'm
things
good
that
now.
happen to us, it's not for us. Right?
Yeah.
It's for someone else.
Right.
So this is for someone else.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
y'all
good,
for having us.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Cool.
once again, man, Justin. Hey, man.
I can't forget April.
I'll never forget April. That's my birthday month, baby. So, hey, man, we really appreciate it. Justin and April, man, being on Couples Connect, man. Who knows? Might see these guys again later on.
Yeah, I
Maybe like
hope
be on
so.
our actual episode. So,
Let's do that.
yeah, man. So we'll be in touch, man. So once again, man, give it up for Justin and April, baby. This is Couples Connect. We out. Bam, and we back, man. So, hey, what do you guys thought about Justin and April? So we start with Bronwyn, right? She's a single lady, looking for love, and then we went into a couple who's engaged, who's hadn't crossed over yet,
Mm-hmm.
but they engaged, right? And they shared their story, man, on love and how they met, which is a pretty unique situation, that Justin did there, man, on the prayer mountain. But what do you think about Justin and April?
I absolutely love their story because I love the fact that they are putting God first
Mm-hmm.
in their, engagement. So I think that they're doing it the right way. There's still, some things that I think they need to work out, and I think they will to have a successful marriage. And I love the fact that they have already conquered something really hard in their relationship. That just goes to show you the strength that they're going to have or need to have going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that long-term relationship marriages, we know that there are some ups and downs and some triumphs, some valleys. And I think that they're going to pull through in whatever they may go through.
Yeah,
in their marriage.
For sure. I think Justin, he seems like a real stand-up guy, man. And I love how he was just very transparent with,
Mm-hmm.
His Christian walk and how he felt that April is the one that helped him, you know what I'm saying, to really get on the path of his Christianity and his walk with Christ. So it's really dope, man, that how she influenced him in that way. And I truly like the fact that they were transparent, with some of the stuff that they, kind of dealt with, and then Justin put out the little their little whoop-de-whoop and turn around and ask us a question.
Yes, he did. And no one has ever asked us that before.
Yeah.
So that was really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It helped us to be vulnerable and share a piece of our stories when we are hearing other couple stories. So that was I like that. Yeah,
man, that was real good, man. So we're praying for Justin and April, wishing them the absolute best, with the engagement and then also into their marriage in 2025. And we just hope you guys, man, all the best in the world. So
yes.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing. So all right, man. So let's keep this moving. So we got, I think we got maybe two more that we want to share, and good stuff coming up, man. So here's the thing. So with these particular two last guests that we interviewed, they're both married. They both have a unique story, and I love the fact that we connected with them in a way to where they're actually going to be on the Couples Connect podcast show a little bit later on, because we got to get their full story. Because all this just snippets, this little, this was bite-sized stuff, but we wanted to hear their full story. So let's move into the next guest, man, and feel free to comment. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, man. So here we go. Go to number 3. Hey, what's up, man? Once again, it's your boy Kevin and my boo thing.
Tanya.
So check it out. We at a party, man. look, we about to turn up in a minute, but before we do, we invite some couples, man, some amazing couples out here to kind of talk to us, to be on the podcast. We just pulling them out of the crowd, off the dance floor, and let them come and share their stories, man. So we have another couple here. So would you like to introduce yourselves, man, to the audience, let them know who you are and how long y'all been married?
Hi, I'm John, and we've been married 20 years.
I'm Tracy, and it's 20.
John and Tracy in the building, 20 years married. Tell me this, man. When John asked you to marry him, what was it? Was it an easy yes? Or was it like, let me think about it? No, it was an easy yes. What made that yes so easy for you?
I don't know. He had a nice ring. You think it's a nice ring? I'm joking.
It was the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No. Well, we had been talking about it for a little while, so I kind of knew it was. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is this your first marriage?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. John, what made you want to marry this woman?
To be honest with you, I had been praying for a wife. This is not my first marriage. I had a divorce some 25 years ago, and I went into prayer and fasting for 3 days, and on the third night of my prayer, face flashed before my eyes, and it was her face. And I saw her the next day at the place that we worked, and I said, "That's her. That's her." And
Really?
I knew I was going to marry her, and I kind of told her that and freaked her out at first.
So did you know her before you?
No,
Whoa.
I didn't know her at all. She said we had met before in passing, but I don't remember it, and I just remember the security guard at the school. Me and her were really good friends, and I saw her walking in the hallway. She was an assistant principal.
Yeah.
And I told the security guard at the time, "That's her. That's the woman I'm going to marry."
Tracy, how did he feel when he told that to you?
Yeah. Like, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I didn't run for the hills. But no, it he didn't tell me that until
We were dating for a little while.
yeah.
I didn't tell her right off the bat. That would have driven her away. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he waited a little while, but yeah, we connected quickly. So. But the first time he asked me out, I shot him down.
Sure
If you're
did.
gonna be mean, I was dating somebody else at the time.
And I just told her, when you're done with him, call me.
He did.
That was my exact words. When
Really?
you're done with him, call me, and I left my number. I knew I was praying for a wife, and I saw her. I saw her as clear as I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah.
I saw her face flash before me, so I knew, but she didn't know. She had to get on board, so to speak.
Right.
But
Has it been? It's 20 years of marriage.
it's been up and down. Marriage is hard.
And 2 kids.
Yeah.
2 kids? Okay. 2 kids. Gotcha. Okay.
Marriage is work. Marriage is the song says 50-50, but it's not a 50-50. It's either 100 or you're losing. Yeah, so she's put up with me for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, really, she's put up with me for 20 years, and I'm married up.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. How does it make you feel, Tracy, to hear him say that?
It makes me feel good to
Yeah.
know that he, even after all this time, he still values me. He tells me he loves me all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. He's very affectionate. He's always holding my hand or touching my back or something like that. When you hear something like that, it's nice to hear, especially after all this.
Yeah, for sure. 20 years, man. What would you tell someone who's just getting married or been in it for just a very short amount of time? What kind of advice would you give someone for marriage?
Keep other folks out your business.
Keep other folk out your business.
Mind your business. Keep them out of your marriage. If there's something going on that you feel like you need to discuss with somebody, or it needs to be someone that you know is going to tell you the truth, not somebody that's going to you're right, and you might be wrong.
Right.
And they're giving you bad advice and just making it worse. When anybody that ever walk up and tell you, short of your spouse putting their hands on you or constantly cheating on you or something like that, keeping you broke, whatever. Anybody that will tell you need to leave that person.
They're not vested.
Yeah. They don't. They're giving the wrong kind of advice. What you need more than anything from somebody in a situation like that. What you need more than anything from someone in a situation like that is just someone who is going to listen and maybe ask you questions, more like a life coach situation.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? Well, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think should be your next steps? Well, how do you think you can make it better? Do you see any fault on your part? And all that. Can you see it from your spouse's perspective? That kind of thing. Someone who is going to encourage you to be self-reflective about everything and not just how you feel in the moment because you're mad or you're hurt. Yeah.
And I would say, first and foremost, you have to keep God at the center of your marriage. It's the priest or the reverend says that when two come together, they cleave. That cleaving process it takes time. It doesn't happen instantaneous. Yeah, you kiss your bride and you're married now, but that cleaving process takes years of two becoming one. That's the process, and without God at the center of it, you're starting at a disadvantage.
Man, it's so good. You said if you're going through infidelity or any major in your marriage, and someone tells you, they tell you that you need to leave your spouse, they're the wrong person to listen to, right?
Yeah, well, my point honestly really was that unless someone's telling you to leave a really bad or dangerous situation,
Yeah, for sure.
Then you don't walk.
Absolutely.
So you don't listen to them if that's what they're telling you.
Absolutely.
More than likely, they don't have your best interest at heart anyway.
For sure. No, I just thought that was amazing for you to say that, because I think I don't know if there are probably more situations where if you're talking to someone and you're sharing your story with them, like he's cheating, she's cheating, he's doing this, she's doing that. Usually, to that other person, if they've not experienced it, usually it's like, girl or boy, you need to get out of that situation. You need to leave that situation. But it's just not that easy. It's not something you can just turn off and turn on like a light.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Right.
If you're truly invested in your marriage, whatever comes up, the first thought is not cut and run.
Right.
It shouldn't be.
Right.
And then on top of that, you have to be careful who you're speaking with.
Absolutely.
Because a married couple, I shouldn't be talking to a single guy friend.
Right.
And she shouldn't be talking to a single girlfriend.
Right.
Because they're seeing it from a single person's eye. You should be looking at someone's season and has been through some of the ups and downs the I've been there, got a t-shirt beat.
Yeah.
You know, those that been there 20, 30 years and may have had infidelity in their marriage.
Yeah.
May have had a couple of lonely nights where they separated for a time and had to come back together. And been through some things. A single guy friend, it's not the one you want to be talking.
For sure. Listen, we're going to cut it right now. And I'm going to tell y'all why once we cut it. Cool? I'm going to tell y'all why. But, man, hey, thank you guys so much, man, for sharing your story today with us. It was an amazing advice and a small testimony in there at the same time. So thank you guys, man. John and Tracy, yes?
Yes.
John and Tracy, man, give it up for them, man, for being a part of Couples Connect and being so vulnerable and open to sharing their story. You might see them again sometime soon, so stay connected, man. This is Couples Connect. This is Kev. And we out. Peace. Hey, guys. What's up, man? We're back. So John and Tracy just shared their story, man, just a little bit. And, man, we know for a fact that they have an amazing story to share. So those were moments where we kind of like this, we got to bring this to the couch and actually do a real podcast with these guys. So we invited them, man, to actually come up and be on the actual podcast with us. So you'll see those guys on the episode here in the near future. But so what do you thought about John and Tracy's story, man? What stood out the most to you?
So the thing that stood out the most to me was John and how he prayed for Tracy with a Y, how he prayed for her and his fasting. And that really stood out to me because sometimes when we fast, we take fasting as just something to do, not really doing what we need to do in our fasting and praying. And he did just that. And God showed him his wife.
Her face.
Yeah. And I just thought that was just truly amazing and truly a testament to how God can show up in your life, you know, when you're fasting and you're praying. So I thought that was really good. And I love the fact that they're holding hands. They seem like a really nice, sweet couple, even though, you know, they're going to talk about some of their triumphs or, you know, valley lows or whatever. But I love the fact that they are a really sweet couple.
Yeah.
And John was shocking to me because he was just so, you know, monotone and low key. I thought Tracy was going to do more of the talking, but John actually, you know, spoke up and talked. And that was shocking to me, surprising.
For sure. I think what stood out with me the most with John and Tracy was when she said, keep people out your business. I think that was just really dead on, man. Have you experienced that, guys, man? We'd love to hear your comments. Have you experienced where maybe family members, friends were just a little too much in your business? Maybe your in-laws. I don't know. Have maybe your spouse constantly invited, you know, the opinion of family and friends about your marriage, you know, and maybe even what if your friends or family members were single and you're seeking advice from a single person about your marriage. And, you know, there's so many layers to that, man. But when she said that kind of stood out because, you know, I know that, you know, I don't think we've had that situation, but we didn't let it affect us. Cause you know, your family, how they felt about me, didn't even know me, right? They had their opinions and stuff, but you didn't really sway, you didn't sway that way and let them.
And I don't tell my family my business either.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah. So it was good, man. So to be able to dig into a little bit deeper into, you know, that type of conversation, we felt like it was a full episode of Couples Connect worthy to get these guys on the couch, man, and talk to them. So looking forward to connecting with Tracy and John and hearing their stories. So anyway, but we'd like to know, man. Comment, let us know. Have you ever been affected in any kind of way? Because maybe other people in your business, your family, your friends and they got something to say. Crazy. Anyway, so we'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. But we got one more couple.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy with an
I.
I, and my man, Mr. Frederick. So let's. This one was really short. It could have been long, but we ended up talking to this couple before we actually started filming, and the vibe and energy was crazy.
Yeah.
We
Very.
we connected with them. They felt it. We felt it. And anyway, I'll let y'all just hear the part that we did record with Frederick and Tracy with an I.
Hey, what's up, people? Hey, man, it's your boy, Kevin. And
Tanya.
yeah, man, so once again, look, it took us a while. You know why? Because we had to get this young lady off the dance floor, baby. She was throwing down, baby. So my man had to go and get off the dance floor, so we had to wait for her to cool down a little bit. So, but we are in the building, man, still counting down, getting ready for 2025. Once again, Couples Connect is in the building, man. We got another amazing couple here tonight. Just to kind of share a little bit with you guys. But let's do an introduction, man. Let people know who you are. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Frederick Byerly.
And I am Tracy Byerly.
And we are Unapologetically Gray.
Hey, I'm loving it already. Man, so Cedric and Tracy, so tell us a little bit, man. How long you guys been married in the game and how y'all met?
We've been married. We celebrated our 9th anniversary on November the 15th, just recently.
Awesome.
And we met through
his best friend is my best friend.
Oh, so mutual best friend.
Yes.
Been trying to get us together for a long time.
Yep.
But I was in college at the time. His business was booming. We didn't have time. And one day, her mother was in the hospital, and she was like, I need my friends. And I'm like, okay. She said, I'll pick you up. I'm rolling right in.
Right.
And so we're like 10 minutes out, and she says, oh, by the way, we're going to meet Fred. And I'm like, oh, what? No. My hair was a mess, and I had on sanctified jeans, y'all. They were holy.
Very, very.
Never see him again. He gets out of his truck, and I'm like,
Wow.
Yeah.
He liked what he seen.
Yeah. It was a blindsided day. Blindsided. I never saw it coming. If I had known it was coming, I wouldn't have showed up.
Really?
No, I didn't have time for a blindsided. I wasn't interested at that time. I was in a place where I was very content with who I was and what I was looking for, and I wasn't out searching a whole lot. Not at all. And it just dropped right there on me.
So you were looking, you wasn't searching. How about you? Were you
just out of college. I was coming down. So no, it was not. After 2 marriages, it was done.
Right.
That's a word for somebody, though. You know, not looking. Just be content.
I was not looking. See, it had been, I've been divorced. I had been single again for over 14 years. And it took a lot of time for me to get to know myself, to understand who I was, healing, learn what I did wrong, because I needed to correct it. And you can get to a place to where you're so content, to where you're not desperate. You know, content, and just that's where I was, and apparently that's where she was, in a good space, a good place.
Wow. Isn't it just better that way though? When you're not looking for it, and you're not desperate, and it just kind of falls into your lap, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. We were married in less than 7 months.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. I know. Right. You see, I had come from this background. I was in counseling at the time, and I had done counseling with certification that you need to know somebody at least 2 years. Okay. But I threw that out the window.
That went out. That went out. Right? Oh my God.
But there was a lot of good things that occurred right off the bat that brought about a lot of peace. And you know what was the most important thing about this? The real people showed up.
Yes.
Really?
We didn't have our representatives out there in front of us trying to get noticed, trying to be loved, trying to want all this. We came with our guards down and open and transparent.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
We just
I just laid it out.
laid it out.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
What? Y'all both were married before.
Yeah.
What did you learn from your marriages before that you did not want to bring into your current marriage this time?
Now that's a long list, bro.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna say that one for the ring. Let's say that one. Let's switch gears. Don't go into it. Don't do it.
We will not get
We're gonna say it.
one word though. One word about it. We make decisions based on where we are. When you know better, you do better.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to add, when you're healed, you choose healed.
When you're broken,
That, like two jagged pieces trying to fit together,
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
That was good. Baby, here you choose here.
Yep.
It's broken, you choose here.
That is so good.
Listen, they're gonna be. Y'all gonna see them again, man. We're gonna do this the right way just for you guys because we already know that this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. So thank you guys, man, for just connecting with us just for this moment. It's crazy. We've only met you guys like 5 minutes ago,
but it seems like
we've been kicking it.
Yeah, there's a connection. Yeah.
Oh man, I love it, man. I love it. So thank you guys again, man. Hey, this couples connect, man. It's your boy Kev. That's my girl, and we out, man. Peace. Hey, man. Hey, how did you guys like Frederick and Tracy with an I, man? As you can see, there was chemistry, man. I mean, we connected with them like right out the gate. It was an amazing 5-6 minute conversation. And we even talked to them before we started recording, and we definitely talked to them after. But that 5-6 minutes that we talked to them, that you guys got a chance to experience. What did you guys think, man? I mean, they still gave some great nuggets, man. What stood out to you, baby? Frederick and Tracy with an I.
I love their, like you said, chemistry and the I don't know. It's like a gooey, ooey thing between them two that they have going on with each other.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell that they are just happy and content with who they are, and the laughter that they bring to one another and how he takes care of her. He exhibits some of that before we actually started filming the podcast. But I love what Tracy said about the healing thing.
Yeah.
When you heal, you choose heal.
Yeah.
And when you're broken, you choose broken. That was so good. And I can't wait to elaborate with them a little bit more on that when we get a chance to sit down with them for a full episode. But I really enjoyed this couple. And Tracy is somebody, like, you see her. And I don't know if she mentioned her age in that episode, but she is somebody to like watch.
Yeah.
She is somebody to watch. So.
Tracy, she's different.
Yeah. And they complement each other.
Oh, they did, man.
Yeah.
I think what stood out to me, definitely what Tracy said, right? Healed, you choose healed, you broke, you choose broken, right? And then I think the part with Frederick, when he mentioned what he had mentioned that they came with transparency and they were open right out the gate.
No representative.
So, and I think about, in this day and time, usually, and I think that's what makes, coding, dating, so hard, because you're dealing with the representative. Mm-hmm. You're not dealing with the true person, right? So the fact that they were able to get past that, like, cut that part completely out and go straight into here's my baggage, here's my who I am, right? I love that they just got straight to it and was very open and transparent with, you know, their current situation. And I think that allowed them to kind of, you know, kind of speed things up in their relationship because they were married. He mentioned 6-7 months later, maybe, was it?
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was less than a
Was it
year.
3 months? Something like that.
It was less than a year for sure, right? In a short amount of time, they were, you know, he hadn't put a ring on it. So, man, it just goes to show you, man, be you, be true to yourself, man, and make sure that you are healed so you can choose.
Heal.
Yeah. So, because if you're broken, you're gonna choose.
Broken.
And it's crazy, man. It's so true. So, great nuggets. You know, some great mini interviews with some amazing couples and a single individual. And man, it was just a fun time.
It was.
We had a great time, man.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so guys, man, check it out. Tap in, man. Be a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Also, we want you guys to know, man, look, if you in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, February 15th is going down. Our very, very first live podcast, man. We're going to be at Transparent Church in Grand Prairie from 3 to 6 p.m. You still got time to go and hang out and turn up. You know what I'm saying? On Valentine's weekend, because Valentine's is on that Friday, the 14th. Our live podcast is on the 15th from 3 to 6. So, man, come hang out with us, man. Be a part of the audience. We have 3 panelists. We have the pastor and first lady of Transparent Church, pastors Arthur and Patrice James are going to be on the panel. That way we can get that biblical reference with this whole thing with marriage. We also have, who else we got? We got
Twila Be Good.
Twila Be Good, right? She's going to bring that whole sex component. You got some sex questions, man, within your marriage, man, bring it to the table, baby. Let's talk about it. We're going to address and we're going to do some grown folk conversation, man, at Couples Connect podcast. And then we got Mr. Roderick and Anitra Pollard, man. She just wrote a book. I think she does a course. So listen, we got some amazing people on the panel. So once again, man, February 15th from 3 to 6 p.m., man. The tickets, man, you can get them in the show notes. They will be in the show notes of this episode. So again, man, we thank you. We appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you subscribe, like the channel, share it, man. Hit the notification bell. So every time we drop an episode, you're being notified, man, so you can tap in. So, but other than that, man, it's a new year. It's 2025. What y'all doing, man? Y'all got any goals, plans? What y'all doing for 2025? We got some things, man, cooking and brewing. So we'll see, man, how we can turn up in 2025, make it one of the best years yet. So, but anyway, anything else you got to say, baby, before we get on out of here?
No, I'm just happy to be here in this 2025 year, looking to see what some amazing thing that God is going to do in our lives and the lives of others. So just looking forward to a really great year.
For sure, man. So anyway, man, hey, man, once again, man, we thank you guys. We appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. The Couples Connect podcast. Continue to support the channel, man. We really appreciate it for watching and hoping that each and every episode that you watch, man, hopefully you're learning something, you're growing from it, you're being blessed by it, and that is our prayer. So, man, until next time, man, once again, this is your boy Kev. That's
Tanya.
And we out, man. Peace.